Shall Lord Kemm be joining us, my lady?
Linda, I fear, is far too busy with his little coup. Perhaps he may find some time for us later. But let's not hold our breath, shall we? Morty?
A striking painting, and featuring some familiar faces.
Lady Kemm sniffs with the pride of a peacock spreading its tail.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Possibly Ram's finest work. You may recognize the people in it. Alexandar, of course, and your own King Gonghi. Justinia, the Dwarven Queen, and the great elven seer Tiriara, too. The quorum. It was here that they made history, in this very room, in fact.
Lady Kemm smiles graciously and offers you a cup of tea.
The Voidwoken invasion was in its infancy, and it was becoming clear that the creatures were drawn to source. Bishop Alexandar called the quorum together. He demanded the elves, dwarves, and lizards agree to his plan. Gather and quarantine source users across Rivellon.
She takes a slow sip of tea, eyeing you closely just above the cup's rim.
The Lizard King, stately when silent, yet so great was his descent I was sure his shouts would split the ground open beneath us. A travesty! Alexandar sought to protect us all from a scourge. The fork-tongued devil would sooner usher in a dark age than round up the troublemakers. You mustn't be so sensitive. I was speaking merely of Gonghi, was I not? Goodness me. Then there was the Queen. Smart as a whip, that one, and just as likely to sting you. Justinia listened to Alexandar intently. I'd always thought of dwarves as pragmatic. I presumed she would ally with him, but she proved disloyal. The dwarves would not be part of his plan. I had forgotten that pragmatism is usually partnered with stubbornness, particularly when accompanied by an overabundance of ale.
Another smile, and another cup poured.
Attention turned to Tiriara. Perhaps she would bolster Alexandar's position. The elven seer. Her heart bled, she said. A millennium of memories warned against a pogrom, she said. She would not assist the great Alexandar. No great loss, I must add. The elves are scattered to the wind. Their influence is as thin as a dying willow's twig. Besides, like any elf, Tiriara's head floats in the clouds. They tell wonderful stories, but live fantasies as absurd as any lizard dreamers. I prefer actions to dreams, good sir. The void cannot be turned back on the power of wishes. Well, as lovely as story time has been, I'd say you've worn out your welcome. I won't be so rude to ask you to leave, but I will not insist that you stay either. What better way to spend Lucian's day than drinking tea with friends?
Yes, ma'am.
A beautiful
Do pass
work
the tea.
depicting a troubled day.
Having the time of my
Do
life.
pass the tea.
Truly.
Gonghi, my brother. He did right by the Empire that day.